What is this? Developers page. Oh. Twitter? Oh, okay. Well, let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Change the music up a little bit. At everyone. Paste. There we go. Alright, I don't know if there's more game after this 4th chapter. I don't know. I know this game requires a lot of heavy and quick button pressing. So, excuse me if I'm a little slow with that. I smashed my hand today, and I am in a pretty good amount of pain. We have everything. Just need to upgrade things now. But that... Let's just do one. Let's just get into the swing of things. Ow. Let's just get into it a little bit. Wait. Forgot about the ancestral crypt. I could put that there. Put that there. So now those 2 spaces will no longer be lich castles. And now I go. We ride! One right there. That's no longer a lich castle. Right, yes. Put that right there. No longer a lich castle right there. I think one would be here, but I'm not sure. My hand hurts. Okay, we'll be able to put this. No, I don't want to put that there. I just want... I don't know if there'd be one here, but... I don't want to put those. I don't know if it's within 2 spaces, you know? It'll be fine. Go. I think that one would be. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Outpost. Put that right there. Alright, I think we've got all the spots. I don't know how far away they can build that Lich castle. That's the problem. I can never remember it. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played the game. Nope. Summon quality. Nice. Nice book. You got some nice moves. Some nice moves. Nice moves. Alright, let's ignore that for now. Beacon. Could I get that one? It's on a slant, but maybe. Give me a forest. Give me the woods. A grove, that's what it's called. Give me grove. Alright, I think everything is covered. But if not, I'll have... I'll have one... I'll have one Oblivion to fix it. my hand really hurts. Ow! That hurt too. There we go. Now I can see the... Ah, really? 2 up and 2 down. He's still gonna have 1. Unless I get an oblivion from these guys. You know what? It's not gonna help me in that specific fight, but might help me in the long run. As more enemies are brought in. Max skeletons plus Juan. Plus Juan. More damage. More summon quality. Don't think that would help me all that much at the moment. Stay. Skip. No one says this is possible. You can't do this to me. I'm the Lich. Take it. Ghost. Ghost of a ghost. Get rid of that. Because I think it helps the other ones too. Ah, yeah. Oh, man. Come on. Give me that next fight. Oh, man. That means that I get to start bosses with higher tier skeletons, though. It's just a bonus if I don't have to fight a boss, but if I have to fight a boss, it's good to have, like, the full party number filled out immediately. Well, at least 3. Because I could always get something that allows me to do more. Oh my god, I keep trying to pause it, forgetting that I've already paused it. Oh, that hurt. My hand hurts. Whoa, shipwreck. Trade ships often fall prey to fishmen's expansion marshes. Spawns a siren once per loop. Spawns a chest once per loop. No mimics here. Enemies on the tiles around it can become ghosts when they die. Interesting. Okay, so rivers become shipwrecks. Rivers make battlefields become shipwrecks. It's interesting. I found that accidentally. I'm happy about it. Does that turn Vampire Mansion anything? No, doesn't. Rather be able to get a little bit more. There we go. I wish that you could regain magic shield somehow. It would just be nice, you know? Nice. How much is it moving? How much? How much is that bar moving? I have one of these, but this one's yellow. But I have one of these, but this one's orange. Is orange better than blue? I would think so. It's higher, closer to gold. Might be better to put this one on here. Wow, that's a big boost in the image. It becomes all forest and then all graveyard. Oops. Oh man. I am sleepy today. Come on, man. Give me the... If I would have gotten that other one early, I probably should have got the magic shield one anyway. Probably should have. There we go. Loop 5. Well, down. Summon quality would go up again, though. It's only losing 9 points. There's no beat in the book that I have on right now. Alright, are we ready for the boss? Maybe. Hello, Brewhawk. Welcome. We're going up against the second boss. The stained glass lady. I'm gorping alright. I hit my hand pretty hard. So, there's a steady stream of pain going through my left hand. Good thing today is a clicky day instead of like recently. Ooh, like today, yeah. At work, there's these car toppers that the drivers have to put on top of their cars so that people will know that they're, delivery drivers. And I was putting one up there. They have these magnets on them, and you have to put them above the doors above the freezer door or the cooler door, because we got a freezer and a cooler. And they have these little hanging ball things on them, and I think the ball was underneath it whenever I tried to stick it to the wall with the magnets, and it fell off and just slammed into my hand. My hand almost immediately swole up. Hour ago? Ugh. I hope you put some stuff on it as quickly as possible. I wonder if I can oblivion the boss. That'd be funny. I'm just putting stuff down now in this one, just trying to get. Oh wait, that's an outpost. I should have put that one over. Got stuck with a different soldering iron than you used to. Muscle memory kicked in, and you handled the 600. Ooh. Well, either way, I hope you're alright. But you say you're fine, so I'm willing to believe that. One more skeleton? Alright. Boom. 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 And go ahead and put that down there. I was able to fight the Lich with only one of his castles this time. We can do this. Could you please stop? I refuse. To arms! Okay, this sucks. Just overwhelm. I didn't get to do my damage mitigation. One. That whenever I take damage, it's split between my scaly mans. Doesn't much contact. Honestly, with the vaporization, it actually spreads slower than normal. I've had worse from baking sheets, pain what? Ooh. I hate burning myself. Till we meet again, Zealot. Cannot stand to burn myself. I would lose the regen, the 0.6 regen. But other than that, I would gain 4% attack speed and a little bit more summon quality. Alright, more attack speed. Okay. Yeah. Hot glue gun fights? I hope you won. It's one of those things that I would never do. Yeah. And I immediately used up my 3. Oh my god! Look at him go! Ow, man. Oh, right. I don't know if you know this. I've found a new thing. Sirens. So, if you put a battlefield down and you put a river next to a battlefield, it'll become a shipwreck. So I got this shipwreck here, and it spawns a siren once per loop. And actually, I think that might be the first time I've fought a siren since that happened, but I could be wrong. And, you know, it's just kind of cool. A thing that I didn't know if you knew. Otherwise, it's still basically the same, except it doesn't spawn mimics. So it gets rid of the mimics and gives you a siren once per loop. Oh, wait. Did that take away? Oh, well. Oh, no. This is bad. $5.30. Mine is still better. Should I go for straight defense in one of my ring slots? That might actually help me out if I just went straight defense. Like 13 defense. I don't actually know, though. A level 8 ring that gives me +1 max skeletons. Oh my god. Well, if it's a stat that I want, I can't really think of that. The number plagues me too much. I'm like, I must know. I'm also trying to, like, fill the area as fast as possible. That way I can get to the bosses early. But I don't think that's working out too well for me. With all these wolves. I'm not really here for anything specific. Hey, I got a skeleton guard. That's what I like to see. So, like, this grimoire, this is a, I mean, this is a blue one, but so it doesn't really make the case, but it would increase my skeleton level, I think. Yeah? My skeleton level would go up a little bit. It's only 0.24, but it's kind of where my brain goes for this kind of stuff. Hey, this will be my first village that I can actually use in this run. Oh my god, did you see all of those rat wolves just appear? Hmm. Wow, that's a terrible magic shield amulet. I mean, it's like 3 levels lower, so should be. But still. Here, let's put that there. That way I can have a little bit of help. Even though they'll attack me too, I can have a little bit of help with the... with the ghouls. With the ghoulies. Oh, because there's a village there. I'm actually almost out of room here. I've got 4 spots left on the path that I can put. Maybe I should get rid of one of these villages? That way I can... If I was to get rid of this village? No, I just mean so that I could put more beneficial stuff. That way I could put like another real village. You know what? I'll put a village there. And then I'll get rid of the bandit camp. These look gross. I don't like these grimoires. This one, that one looks nasty. Like, I wouldn't want to touch it. Oh, look, another one of those villages. So close. You know what? I'm still using a lot of... I still have a lot of equipment that I'm not using. Might as well put another Smith's Forge. To give me some more shield around. Alright, we got 2 more spots. Let's go ahead and put another grove there. And path is filled out. Just the path, though, not everything else. So these are pretty much worthless, but I can still put things on the sides here. Might as well just put another one of those, just 'cause. I'll put an outpost there. Alright, loop 6. I've got the boss. The 3rd boss. Give me the thing that I need. Oh, come on. Why can't you give me the HP? Alright, we'll take the magic shield. Boost. Because I can get 2 magic shield per fight. Possibly more if they kill my... And that's a different one. This one is plus 0.5 max magic shield for every summoned skeleton for the rest of the expedition. But it was the best one that I had there. So... Yeah, I was hoping for the one that whenever I take damage, it gets separated between my bros, my skelly mins, but I didn't get that one, so. Yeah. I got that one first. That was the first one I got. Hold on. Dude, come on. That sucks. I really wanted to look at that stuff. Stay. And then we're gonna look. Hey, it's the exact same as the ring I have on my right slot. My right ring slot right there. But it's 1 level higher.
Well, 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 what do we have here?
Woof!
What a clever dog, that's right. It's a small, naive, and incredibly dumb hero who's dying to get a bullet in his skull. And this bullet has been waiting for too long already.
Yeah, touche.
Tell me, is it true that God is the one destroying this world? One very persistent zealot told me that absurd story earlier, and I'd like to hear your version.
Ha! She really said something like that? Zealots have to be wrong and believe in their own fables, though. Or they wouldn't be zealots, right?
So you're saying that it's not true, then? I knew it.
Well, she's right in a way. Tell me, do you think it's possible for a god to die?
What? You don't mean...
It's a rhetorical question. I don't know. In the end, turns out it's both possible and not. And, well, you can see what became of it. Just don't think he's dying right now together with his own creation. He's quite conscious, rational, almighty, and just. You know, as a god should be. He's just not the god he used to be.
So God is dead and not dead? How can that be? And why did he allow this cataclysm to happen if he's still rational?
That's a good question. Shall we discuss it properly? Oh, no, sorry, we won't. I'm still here to kill you, remember? Don't mistake my manners for a friendly chat. Now, what does a hunter say before his hound tears out someone's throat? Grrr. Sick 'em!
Woof. Oh my god, bro. They're killing my summons instantly.
How? You can get lucky once, but not twice? But twice?
Well, you know, everybody has their limits.
Shut up! I devour universes whole. Why can't I do it now? Are you connected to him? Is it his influence that won't allow me to purge you from existence?
That sounds familiar. A dead sorcerer with a halo told me something like that.
I see. The old man got it right away. Well, that's expected from the old Omicron.
Tell me, what is this connection? What does it mean?
Know this. You're not immortal. Death will find you. My bullets, someone else's magical weapon, old age, something will get you. You have a chance, but you won't get to use it. Never. There's no outcome in which you'll succeed, and even if there is, I must kill you, or everything I've done will be in vain, And everyone I've killed would not be game, but just victims of my cowardice.
Then you should hurry before it's too late. When all of this is over, you won't be able to help your master anymore.
Yeah, he died quick. The hounds, however, did not. Yeah. I also put 2 beacons here. I don't remember if they stack, but I've got 2 beacons here to give me more attack speed. 217% attack speed. Holy crap. You see, if I had that one that gave me split my health, it would be ridiculously good right now. Holy crap! Did you see all that? Jesus! All existence's ability to die. You may find it terrible, but the world couldn't exist without its fragility and transience. Or the deposit on loop. That'll be a good one to pick up if you get a chance. Oh, yeah, that one would be good. I'm still hoping for the one that'll, if I get another level, which, because of all this crap in my way, I might, actually. But I am definitely hoping more for a, what's it called? Here, let me actually put another vampire mansion here. Vampire mansion there, because I still have to be able to, like, fill the place out a little bit. Give another outpost just to... Alright, let's do that. They hit me too, but if I kill the enemies first, then it doesn't matter. Give me a beacon over here just to speed things up a little bit. And to fill out the area. Put that there. Put that there. Three Rivers. Alright, my plus 239% attack speed, and if I'm in the area of a beacon, that's another 20%, right? Alright, I would put one right there. Leave that space open. Put that there. Go boom, 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 boom. There's a good chance that I could need some more of that. Now I'm basically just waiting again. Yeah, more riffers. I'm gonna get to like plus 300%. Dude, look at how fast I summon my skeletons now. That's crazy. Never thought it'd be that fast. More. I might nuke myself. Oh, only if my character doesn't have to keep doing them, you know? Oh wait, you know what you know exactly what you're talking about. I think they'll be able to kill my skeletons before I get to attack, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe they won't. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's a pretty good chance. Oh no. No, I'm definitely gonna kill myself on my... Oh! Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna kill myself on those guys. Crap. That sucks. Not happy about that. Yeah, I don't want to lose my other book, but that might be what I have to do so that they die fast enough. Alright, I'm gonna put on this level 6 book. Wait. You know what? I'll put on this level 7 one because it has regen. Oh my god, I'm still too fast. I still have one. Oh, I still have one. Holy crap. I was still too strong. I wanted the extra regen, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. You know what? I'm lowering my attack speed for a little bit more magic shield and more regen per second. I don't want to lose one of my... I don't want to lose one of my revives, because I got 2 revives at the moment, but... Yeah, I've got one right now. So I can... Won't the people stay, though? Oh god, I still have this ransacked village here, too. Alright, boom. I'll get rid of that one. don't really want that to be there. So I'm gonna put that there instead. Just filling out some space here. Oh, that's not actually gonna... Well, it'll help me whenever I get here, but it'll give me a... What was it? A 20% defense buff. Oh, it did work. It went ahead and gave me the defense buff. Ooh. You know what? I'm also going to put this here. So I have an extra heal. An extra town heal. Ooh, hold on. Oh god, this sucks. Alright, keep a skeleton guard. Skeleton guard, keep one. God dang it. Oh, alright. Maybe I should stop putting forests and thickets. No! Kill the goddamn... No! No! Resurrect. That sucks. There's another one. There's another... A village? If I could fill out the rest... I can't... I don't have anything else that I can put at the moment. Higher summon quality instead of level. I might get a skeleton guard. That's really gonna be what protects me from this situation. Skeleton guards. Oh no. My skeleton guards aren't gonna help me in here. But they're weak enough that, for the most part, they can die before that happens. Alright, do you want to give me... Okay, I got another beacon here. Let's put that there. You want to give me an Oblivion? I would appreciate it. I would take it. Oh no! No! God dang it! But I did want their effect. That's annoying. I was so close to the final boss. If only I would have gotten the ability that I wanted. That's really what it was. If I would have gotten the damage split between all your skeletons, that would have... Alright, let's... Increases the hero's strength. Means nothing to me. Means nothing to me as a necromancer. Can I upgrade you or you? More potions healing effect. Okay, I need that and that. Decompose. Because I never use these. It's just for lore in the encyclopedia. Oh my god. Was it that many? Yeah, apothecary hut. Plus 2% to potions healing. Upgrade it.
Our occupations are much alike, you know. Not sure. I don't think my blade ever healed anyone. My herbs heal wounds and aches, but your actions heal the world itself. Your march restores the flow of life. Even if you have to kill on your journey.
Because of upgrading, I can equip more. I can. You know what? I'm also gonna take these off. I don't really think I have anything, though. +1 times loop additional healing when passing through the campfire. +1% to the hero's max HP, but -2% healing. +1 defense. I could just get like 3 hammers. I wish I had more old paintings. Just stack with like old paintings. You know? I could put 2 of those for a 12% chance to redirect a Storm Temple Lightning Bolt, and then you start using Storm Temple. My main source of max HP comes from the Rat Wolves. I don't need that on at the moment. So this is the food supply, yeah? Yeah, I'm taking the stuff that I want to replace off. I'm going for a win here. Okay, put that on. For the beacon. More damage whenever in beacon. Effects don't stack. Is there any reason that I should want to deal up to 4 damage? No. 4 isn't enough. Has 5 hit points at the start of each day. Oh man, the mixed nuts don't really do very well with my necromancer, do they? Hold on, let us go to craft. This just creates a random thing, right? Need 10 of those and 2 of those. Let's hope we get lucky. Another exquisite mirror. Okay, that would be 18% chance. Craft a random food. Hey, that's new! Receive an additional 5 hit points while passing through a village. Skinner's knife. Pickaxe. Another antique wardrobe. Let's go ahead and do that again. Hey, I've never had that one. Plus 1% vampirism if the hero already has it. And another kitchen knife. Another smoked ham. Alright. Back to supply, and I would like you to sort. I think that could be helpful. I was thinking about the ham. You know what? That's 10 hit points at the start of each day. I'm thinking about it. Let's look at it. Okay, so I got 0.4 regen per sec if the hero already has it. 18% chance to redirect a Storm Temple Lightning Bolt. It's 20% chance to receive 1 ration after killing a rat wolf, plus 10 heroes damage against all rat wolves. Heroes damage against all rat wolves. Plus 2 max HP for every point of defense the hero has. I don't think that the what is it? This one? The hero's damage? No, not that one. Where? I would just read it. My brain. Plus 10 heroes damage against all rat wolves. That's not helping me against the rat wolves with the necromancer because it's not my damage. So I can, if I'm using the necromancer, I can go for something else. Which I am using the necromancer. What was the one? There was one that I was looking at. Plus 2 heroes damage. If I'm going for healing. Ah, that one. Plus 1% base HP for every food item placed in your camp. So that would be, well, I guess it's less now, but that would be 7%? I don't know. Let me just... Does this not count as my camp? I don't know. I thought it would, like, change or something. Or, like, be like, quote, like, parentheses. 2 hit points per kill. I kill a lot of things. I only have 2 of those hams, though. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what that means. In this. I don't know why I was thinking food supply. Do I really want to try to do that with 18% chance? If I had more of those mirrors, then sure. But... now I got 4 HP when killing an enemy. I'll have additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have 7% additional max hit points whenever I first start. I think my greatest chance of a success comes from the... Is the antique shelf worth it at the moment? I do get a lot of resources, but... as I was about to say, I think my greatest chance of success comes from the necromancer. Okay, and then I think if I was to upgrade the mud huts, I'd be able to do even more. I don't have a warehouse. I could try to get me some wood in some of these and make a warehouse. That might make my camp's item limit, like, jump way up. What was I just thinking? Oh yeah, I was thinking about using the storm temple, but... Chrono crystals. I don't know about the Riffer. Thinking about going back to Meadow Forest. I mean, both would... Forest, river, and meadow. I would just be going back to doing what I was doing before. Chrono crystals. My hand hurts. Alright. And I want more groves instead of cemeteries for more rat wolves, because with the ancestral crypt, you know, +3 max HP for every enemy with a soul, which rat wolves. Alright. First things first. Put that ancestral crypt That in there, that in there, that in there. Go! Alright. Also, starting with the stuff around here. Okay, I'll put that there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. I think that's how it goes. For the Lich's Castle. I'm gonna get the Lich's Castle! Do not want Lich's Castle. Lich's Castle is terrible. Ugh. Well, that ruined that. Hoping to get a village right there or something. Eh. And that'll also keep my attack speed a little more manageable for the villages. The villages? Okay, that's much better than that. Even if it's not as good as I would like it to be. Oh, well, that just completely stops the water flow, but that's fine. Okay, at the moment, I think there's just 2. There will be 2. Hmm. What are they even doing? Laying down one's life. Immediately. Bookery! Crap. Sand dunes! Crap, it's because of that thing that I didn't want. I don't understand how to use sand dunes, especially if it's lowering mine as well. Maquis? Prickly inhabitants of arid lands. Enemies deal 2% less damage, no lower than minus 50%. Enemies attack 2% faster, no higher than plus 50%. Okay, hold on. Before I accidentally... Okay. No. No, no, no. I need something to put here and here. Give me some groves. And one right there. That way I can... Give me 2 groves. Or village. I'm cool with that. Alright. Well, okay, I've got 1. And... Okay. I was able to create 2. Get rid of that one. Give me another Oblivion real quick. Just to make things a little easier on me. Oh God, dude. Might as well, right? Oblivion! Boo. Boo. Let's go ahead and put that there. I don't care. I didn't get an Oblivion. Really wanted to get rid of that Lich's Palace. It'll be alright. We could do it. Alright, I'll put this here preemptively. Alright, let's do it. "17 hits. Come on. I guess sand dunes could be stronger than I think they could be. Especially if I'm getting way more than I'm losing. Residual heat would also help. Just to heal me 3 times loop hit points whenever a skeleton dies. For those, like, real scary times. Is that this one? The Maquis? The Maquis? I don't remember if that was the meadow next to a sand dunes or if that was a tree. A forest. That's meadow beside the desert, which is also pretty good. Oh, man. I wish that I would have put a forest right next to it so that I could see what you were talking about. God dang, man. I'm like barely using my left hand and it's like screaming as I was trying to click one thing on the other computer. Hey, look, that's that Oblivion that I wanted. Thank you. Oh, I should have gotten rid of that. Because I still have a little bit of time for... Okay, put that there. I'm gonna spread out the Smith's Forges. I'm already halfway to the other one. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. I think defense is a little better in this situation. +2 defense, yay! Oh my god, Oasis! Water from a small stream hidden in the dunes has a calming effect on you. Minus 0.5% to hero's attack speed. Minus 1% attack speed to all other creatures. Huh. Okay. I haven't used any of the dunes. It seems dangerous to me, so I was scared of it, but maybe it's not that bad. Has a soul. I still don't want bandit camps, though. Outpost. Extra max skeleton for a little less strength. You know what? There we go. Wasted that other one, but that's fine. Alright, if I can survive this hallway, which there's a good chance that I can, I'm gonna get a lot of health from these rat wolves. Oh, that's so tempting. Still not using anything magic yet, so... or rare. So just go for max. Summon quality and regen. But it would go down, way down on that magic shield. That's the strongest one. Hold on. How much was that? 3 times loop. So at the moment, I'm getting 15 hit points every time one of my skeleton dies. Every time one of my skeletons die. That's what I meant to say. Hmm. I still want to know what this is. Right here. That little thing. It just lowers. Doesn't raise, but it lowers. You know? Alright, we got it. Hmm. Be me, 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 me. Bring me. I might have to go ahead and just up my damage. -1 Skelly Man, but upping my damage. Oh. No, yeah. The one that I got on is better. Hmm. Summon quality would be good right now, but I can't really do nothing about that. Whoa! Alright, field practice. Plus 0.25 to skeleton's level for a loop, starting from the loop when this trait was received. Shield of Faith, always good. Shield of Faith. I'm gonna be surrounded by enemies. I only wish that they kept going between fights, you know? I only wish that I could just stack them between fights. But you're not able to. I'm so tempted for that extra summon quality. For a little less magic shield. I mean, it's a pretty big amount of less magic shield, but Screw it. I may be able to get the higher tier stuff, and that will save me. Yeah, right there. Right there at the village. It's not exact. I know what I'm gonna do with that battlefield. I'm gonna put it right here, make a shipwreck. Look at all that hit points. Them? Look at all them hit points. There we go. And time for that fight. Yeah, this isn't going as well. And it's definitely not going as well. Immediately down. Alright. I used both my resurrections. Okay. Having a few problems here. Killing touch. I missed it. I missed that one that was better. Every little bit. Every little bit counts. Alright, give me a moment. Just fill this up with forests and thickets and meadows and all that jazz. And I will be right back. I must take a small break. Both restrooms are taken up, so I have to wait a moment. I'll wait until someone comes out of one of them. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, 0.01. Wow, 3 whole levels below my loop level. Maybe you could, be a little better. Beam, 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 beam. What? There we go. Back to him. All right, now that I have these, this one and this one, I'm probably never going to change these rings again unless I get something very specifically better. Like very specifically better. I'm just building these basically to get more, what's this called? Map completion bar. No! Are you kidding me? Right after I said that, I lost one to a goddamn bandit? Of course I would! That's such bullcrap. But of course I would, though, right? I'm probably never going to change these rings. And then one of my rings gets broken by a bandit. So freaking typical. Alright, I hear that somebody is out of the restroom, so I'm going to go to use the restroom. I shall be back. Alright. I'm back. And one fight away from a boss fight. Apparently. Huh. Well. This could go poorly.
The hunt begins. Sick 'em.
Woof. Get dunked on, kid! Hold on. Let me look at this. That one extra Skelly Man mage up there. Pretty helpful.
It's just a waste of time. The new hunt is coming. I've already got your scent.
Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep beep. Ah. Bandit camp. Get rid of you. Get rid of it! Manny, baby, baby. Oh my god, I'm so far away. Was there anything that I was going to... Oblivion. You know what? I might as well go ahead and start doing it on some of these villages? A village? You know? Might as well. No. Oh, really? And thank you. Thank you for the welcome back. I just saw it. I just saw that you said that. And I appreciate it. How am I looking? Am I looking good? Definitely looking better on health, like regeneration-wise, because of the... I am no longer able to use rivers because I screwed up, but that's fine. Kind of seemed like there was too much rivering going on last time. Like, if it wasn't for the villages, I think that attack speed up would help me way more than it did in this one. That looks terrible for a level 7 ring. I'm going for quality and quantity. Alright, I've got everything on the inside full. If I put this here, am I gonna get another... Hold on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 villages. So if I put this here, I can put this here. And now once I'm right out of... Once I'm right out of a village and into a village, I'll be able to heal if I took any damage from beating them too fast. Don't break my stuff, man. Come on. That was such bull crap that you did that before. Boo! I heard it. I heard the sound. Now I just need good, You know what? I'm gonna get rid of another village. The one that just propped up. Propped? Popped? I don't think it matters in this instance. Give me a real good book. Give me a +1 max skeletons and plus summon quality. That's what I want. Hell yeah. Sweet. Alright, put that there. And dun 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 dun. Okay, that's all full. I could just put this over here for no reason. Yes?
Peanut butter brownies.
Go for it. Sounds pretty good to me.
I'm glad you got a giggle out of that.
Me too. There, put that there just for some junk. All right, more meadows and thickets and forests. Oh, we're so close. Let's put that there. Put that there. Oh, we're so close. Put that there. No, we're so close. Oh my god. It's ridiculously close. I've got so much wood. Oh my god. Incursion. It is time to face the destiny of this world. I just have to make it over there now. And maybe I'll get lucky and get something good on the way. Ooh. Then I've got outposts. Not outposts. I've got Smith's Forges all along the path to keep me up on my damage reduction as much as possible. Did I already use my resurrections? I don't remember. I may have already used my resurrections. So I'm basically got one chance at this. And I could get 5 skeletons at the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to make it there. A village? That's okay. Can I... You know what? Just to make it a little easier on myself, I'm gonna get rid of that one over there. The one after the village, not before it. Don't break any of my stuff. You son of a bitch! That is exactly what I did not want you to do. That is the worst possible thing you could have done right now. God dang bandits! They're the worst. I'm gonna lose a little bit of magic shield, but the more summon quality is better. What is the percentage chance of them breaking my stuff on this chapter? Like, it's got to go up with every chapter, right? Because it was 5% just on the first chapter, I think. Summon quality or more? More max magic shield and +1 max skeleton. Should I stick with the quality so that I have 53% summon quality, or go for more skeleton? I think the quality will do me better. Not actually sure. I'm gonna do it.
I can't believe it. Are you really God? The one who created everything?
Yes, and no. Here is where my transformation started, once upon a time. Hear me out.
Wait, you want to explain everything before you kill me?
Annihilate you. It's not the same. Though I suppose there isn't much difference for a consciousness that formed a personality. I do not wish to explain it. I seek to explain myself. There's no reason to it, but maybe you will help me understand something outside my grasp.
I will listen closely.
I was Alpha, the beginning of all, and the creator of all. I created everything, for I was the god of creation. And above all else, I was fond of life in all of its variety and relativity. And I was fond of you humans above all other life. I took on a form of a human, and manifested myself to humans in countless worlds, so that I may look upon my creation and rejoice in it. But it was here, in the heart of a world filled with many creatures, teeming with life and struggle, where I was met not as the creator, but as a threat. A man shielded his family from my light, as if it was searing flame. He had a spear in his hands, and he tried to kill me. The spear wouldn't do me any harm. It was a gathering of atoms I once created, scattered and reorganized. The matter I created poses me no threat. It distorted as it avoided me. Wow. And stabbed at the void instead of my body. And yet that fervor. I was more surprised than ever before. My confusion, the greatness of that moment, the defiance in the face of the Creator, the will to live and keep living. A small triumph of life completely independent of me, so pure and self-sustained, going against the will of its God. For but a small moment I admired it, and I allowed the spear to pierce my chest. I died, and yet I didn't die. At the center of all creation, a new I was born. New and eternal, I was overfilled with the desire not to create, but to return everything back to nothingness. The desire born from the rejection of my past intent, and so meaningless destruction replaced meaningless creation.
He got his fifis hurt and wants to kill everyone now.
You allowed yourself to be killed, but why?
I think it was out of compassion. I wished to give my killer what he desired.
But why won't you show compassion now? What's the point of complete emptiness and non-existence? Leave at least some of it to us and the survivors.
You are a part of creation. You wouldn't understand. Why should life and existence have any meaning to you? Why don't you see oblivion as perfect? I'm obsessed with the idea of reducing everything to nothing. To me, non-existence feels right and just. Perfect.
I can't agree with you. Your servants couldn't destroy this place. That means I have a chance, even if it's all that's left to protect.
You are not him, yet you are closer to him than anyone else. That's why you are still here. You are the closest relative of that man who was holding that spear all those ages ago. You're a tiniest remembrance of my birth, a token of sentimentality I acquired along with my human form. A deeply personal little piece of the world, one that I wish to annihilate by my own. I guarded you against my own apostles, knowingly or not, and so you survived. I'm actually curious to see what may become of this. Be brave. I will give you a chance to defend your world, because that would be right.
I will protect the right of this world to live. Look at me, and you'll see no doubt in my heart.
He just took all of my equipment out of my inventory. Oh my god, what is he doing? He's hurting my stats! No! He took... Oh. I mean, maybe it's still working. I can't tell. No! He took my book! I got my book back. He took my book again. Oh my god, I just have to sit here and watch and hope that I succeed. That's that's it. He's killing my Zambos so fast. He's like doing 999 damage to them. The only reason I'm staying alive is because they keep healing me every time they die. And I'm pretty sure I'm still getting more magic shield every time. I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm not getting that shield back, but still. Holy crap, am I war of attritioning this? Oh my god. I can't believe he destroyed all of my equipment that I had in backup. Oh my god. I'm just barely staying ahead of him in health. This is nuts! Phase 2. Oh my god. Yeah! He's gonna sit down and proceed to destroy me even harder now. It is done. I wasn't wrong. I did not overestimate your importance for my existence and my death. I'm afraid that you actually were wrong, and you did overestimate it. Huh? Hello again, boy. Let me introduce myself once more. My name is Yota. I am probability itself. I'm the goddess of all the unimportant events that tie together, so that the universe may keep going. The rustle of a branch that causes an avalanche, the small rock that starts an earthquake. And now also the goddess of dramatic entrance, I guess. Yota, I don't know you. I didn't create you in any of my incarnations. Probability? Chance? How did you come to be? Through probability and chance. I've always been there, like you always have. Like many others you and I know nothing about. The world is ridiculously big. I liked the creation of your past incarnation. Didn't want it to disappear completely. But I don't have the power to confront you myself. So what's the chance that something in this world can defeat you? How tiny is that chance? Doesn't matter. I thought there has to be a chance. And here he is. A small man made from flesh, blood, some luck, and a few coincidences, here to strike you down. You've been helping me all this time? So this battle and its result were inevitable? I helped you as much as you helped me. I'm the goddess of possible, not the inevitable. Good timing is much more important than you think. There exists an uncountable number of other possibilities where you were defeated, where you died on your looped path, or got killed by one of his apostles, or just gave up and watched the world end. All those possibilities and realities are still doomed. Fine, I won't pretend I understood all of it. I need some time to digest it all.
But Alpha is here now. Can you both restore everything now? Return it to what it was?
Yes, I can, but I won't. I shall create the world anew. It will take millennia. At the center of the world I will be dying and be born again, and only then. I am sorry. Your victory stopped me, but could not undo my work. You fought hard, but the world will remain empty and shall remain so for a very long time.
No, do not apologize. I never hoped it would be that easy. And I'm not going to wait until everything goes back to how it was. Even if it takes you thousands of years to come back here, I promise you will see a new magnificent world built by humans. And if you won't, if humans don't have what it takes to do it, then we never had the right to exist.
So be it, human. Someday I shall meet you again, and we shall remember this moment. It won't be you, but a descendant of yours, one closer to you than anyone else, the one who will recognize me.
Remember what I said back then? I'll be glad if you could help us, and I'll be glad to help you. The offer still stands. There's still plenty of work for you to do. They missed a T right there. If you wish, which we can only do together, I can guide you to the possibilities where you are already dead. You can save them. There are too many to count, of course, too many for one lifetime, but personally, I think it makes the task that much more interesting. You can return to your new home for now. I don't need your answer right away.
This world owes everything to you, but don't forget that you too owe everything to it. Farewell.
Memory pieces. Achievement. When the hero's health falls below 20%, he may attack 4 times with 2 times attack speed once per battle. Post-mortem toll. 30% chance to get a random basic resource chunk upon killing an enemy. Wow. Omicron's technique. Grants the hero +1 resurrection with full healing. I mean, post-mortem toil, right? Or toll. Retreat! 4 quarters team. Dmitry Deceiver Karamov. Dmitry the random Lugatov. Nice! We get the credits! Yay! Alexandra Bard the Zombie Fomina. Roman Arbiter Rubanianak. Mirmo Tarius. Leonid Kartani Kolodkin, Tech Wizard. Pavel Yanrishatim Alexandrov. Is this a... What are these names? Are they... I want to say Russian, but I'm not actually sure. Are they allowed to make video games in Russia? Akid. Fork Parker. His name was Fork. Nice. Good job to all of you. This is a fun game. Exciting. Edge of my seat-esque. You know? I didn't expect we were going to beat this tonight. At least not this quickly. Ow. God dang it. What did all I did was move my thumb. I mean, the swelling's gone down. Must have been because I used that witch hazel. I don't actually know. I like that my skeletons are following me in this, on the map. Okay, is there like New Game Plus now? Because they were like, yo, there's more game. Also, I never found out what those extra pieces in the in the equipment slots did, because there's some that I couldn't use. Cristobal. Man, look at me go. I'm just killing everything. Nothing can stand in my way. Look at that. I'm just disappearing them. I don't even have a battle. I'm not even having to battle them. Yay! Thank you. Thank me. Thank you. Such a small thing, just putting a thank you at the end of the game, you know? It makes me feel so good inside. Belts and gloves in the code, but they aren't really in the game. That's what made me think that there might be, like, a new, like a class after you beat something or something. The hero is back! The coin I tossed has landed the right way up. Who gets the credit, you or me? Doesn't matter. I really like her design. Especially, like, I liked it before. I thought she was cute before, but dang. What a glow up, right? Doesn't matter, the chain of events. The chain of chance events loses all meaning if even a single link is missing.
Timmy, why did you pretend to be human all this time? Was it really necessary?
Yes, I needed to focus my influence on this small area. On one little man. When I change appearances, I don't just put on a mask and pretend I'm someone else. Gods think in different ways and categories, unlike everyone else. Everything seems primitive, unimportant, weak. I'm nearly dying of boredom from just this conversation. In the land of the blind and the deaf, you must make yourself blind and deaf to understand them. Isn't that so? And that's how I do it. That's how I can believe in you humans. That's how I can show compassion and provide aid. I think that's what happened to Alpha. Becoming human made him compassionate, and he let himself be killed. The human form made Omega sentimental. And you saw what happened.
I feel like now's the time to draw a very important conclusion from it all. So, nope, I got nothing. I just don't know what to say. Do you really think I should try beating Omega and other possibilities?
Who knows? I myself don't know. But if you would like to try, you won't have to ask me twice. Alright. Hold on, let's see if there's anything new that I can build. Nope. Alright, well, you know what? Let's upgrade that. Just because I can. You can't even imagine how happy the people are. Just yesterday, the walls of their shelters were made from mud, and now they live in actual houses.
Can I be considered the mayor now?
Easy there. We can handle the apocalypse, but not a politician. That's funny. What, did you get tired after just a couple laps around the camp? There. There's no shame in failing. But there is shame in not trying to improve. So give me another run. Right now. And don't stop till your legs give out.
Nah.
Let's check the expedition. So I just keep trying to beat the last boss over and over again? That's it? Okay. Loop. Hero. Gloves. Steel with belt and glove slot. Ooh, okay. Nope, never mind. Uh, it says whenever you... This person says that whenever you defeat an extremely spooky ghost, there's a chance for you to draw an additional gold card. It's rare, but makes it possible to have multiple arsenals, unlocking these extra item slots, which doesn't make much sense. I don't think that's true. And this person says this isn't the case. I got multiple arsenals on a run as Necro back before they changed how battlefields work, and I didn't get more slots. Was otherwise how I assumed I would at least unlock the other non-cracked slots. Let's see if somebody else knows. This person says, in reply to the same question, the dev replied, it's absolutely not a hint for an archer class. It's a gauntlet. No, really. The British gentleman has spent hours trying to unlock these in game, only to find out Devolver trolled everyone by not implementing them and leaving the UI slots in. Oh, the game isn't finished? Wait, that might have been 2 years ago, that message. Okay, well, no offense to Loop Hero, but now that I've finished that, until there's like a patch or something, I think I'm done with it. So, yeah. I think my hand really hurts. I think I'm gonna take the rest of the night off. And just kind of chill. Otherwise, I would probably start the Valkyrie profile. But yeah, and thank you. I hope your hand gets better as well. Even though you said it didn't hurt that much. But still, I hope it gets better. So I thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I hope you all have a good night.